The Islamic faith is in the news almost every day, yet it is widely misunderstood. 1.5 billion people, nearly 1 in 4 people on earth, are Muslim, so it is important for non-Muslims to better understand this faith and its followers. The name of the faith, Islam, means surrender or sometimes submission, depending on the translation. It has roots in the Arabic for peace. So Islam means the peace that comes from complete surrender to God. Following God's wishes with complete loyalty is central to Muslim life. The most important sacred text of Islam is the Holy Quran, which Muslims believe was revealed directly to Muhammad by the angel Gabriel over a 20-year period. Also important is the large body of books called Hadith, which chronicles many of the teachings, actions, and lifestyle of Muhammad. Muslims look to the Quran and Hadith for directions or illustrations for nearly every situation they encounter, trusting them to provide a guide for faithful living in accordance with the Prophet Muhammad's teachings. Islam has no official symbols. However, symbols notably associated with Islam are the name of Allah in Arabic script and the crescent moon and star. While Islam began in the Middle East, the majorities of Muslims today live in the Asia-Pacific region, in nations including Indonesia, India, Pakistan, and China. About 20% of the world's Muslims live in the Middle East and North Africa. Islam is practiced on all continents in every country. While estimates of Muslims in the United States vary by millions, a review of many sources suggests that there are between 2 and 2.8 million Muslims in the U.S. In most Western societies, negative images of Arab people and Muslims are common. In the United States, after the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, there has been a tendency, based on the actions of a small minority, to suspect all Muslims of terrorism and to see Islam as a violent religion. It is important to understand that this terrorism was done in the name of Islam and is not a part of the Islam religion. In fact, Muslim clerics in the United States and from around the world condemned this horrific act and clearly stated that it was against the teachings of the Holy Quran and the ways of Prophet Muhammad. Characterizing all Muslims as terrorists goes directly against our first principle of respecting the inherent worth and dignity of every person. Also, it creates an atmosphere of distrust that works against finding peaceful solutions to the world's problems. Since September 11th, many Unitarian Universalists have worked to build alliances with Muslim communities and counter misinformation and fear. Sharia law exists in a variety of countries, sometimes as the only law, and sometimes together with civil law. At a fundamentalist extreme, Sharia law contains violent punishments for violations of the law. For example, stoning a woman to death for committing adultery and cutting off the hand of a thief. The breadth and consistency of enforcement of these laws varies from community to community. Although sometimes restrictions are placed on women that do not pertain to men, this is related more to the cultural roots of the area rather than the teachings of Islam. For example, in Saudi Arabia, women are not allowed to drive, and under the Taliban in Afghanistan, women are not permitted to pursue education and are excluded from professional jobs. Neither of these laws represent Islam. There is nothing in the teachings of Islam that forbid a woman from operating a car or any means of transportation. You would not come across such a restriction in any of the other Muslim-majority countries. As for the Taliban, not only is education a right in Islam, but in some cases it is obligatory to have women experts in certain fields. Contemporary issues pertaining to women require female experts to thoroughly understand the issue. Examples include law, religion, science, medicine, and some parts of education. Islam's rules for women are based on a religious belief that women have a special role as caretakers of the home and children and a need for protection, while men have a special role to earn money in the outside world to support their families and to protect women. This, however, does not prevent a woman from having a career. The roles within the family are considered to be an agreement made between the couple and their respective cultures. In both Muslim-majority countries and other countries of the world, Muslim women are found in virtually every profession. Where a non-Muslim might see the wearing of the hijab as discriminatory, many Muslim women embrace wearing a head or full body covering and comply with this restriction by personal choice.